Hey guys, David Garrido here from LaLiga Lowdown. Hope you've had a good weekend. It's Monday, you know what that means. It's time for our rapid roundup. This is where we take you through the Friday, Saturday and Sunday action on Matchday 11 in La Liga. We whiz you around Spain, checking in with all of our LaLiga Lowdown squad members located over there. I'm going to go to one particular venue as well, but we're starting off in the Spanish capital with Ewan McTeer.
Hello there from Madrid, where we had 3 La Liga games on a very busy Saturday, including the partidazo of the weekend, Real Madrid versus Real Valladolid. This is the one that we predicted for you guys earlier in the week, and I picked 2-0, Paco picked 2-0, and that's how it was in the end. But with 10 minutes to go, it didn't seem like that was going to be the score. Valladolid had been good, they'd hit the woodwork twice, but then Vinícius Junior changed the game. Let's not lie about it, his shot was going out for a throw-in, but it did hit off Kiko Olivas, and it did go in to open the scoring. Then there was a penalty late on, Sergio Ramos scoring his 4th penalty of the season, his 5th Panenka of his career, and it was a good start for Santiago Solari, his home debut. He said that the stadium isn't alien to him, he wasn't fazed by the fact that he is now Real Madrid coach. Then later in the evening we had Rayo Vallecano versus Barcelona. Do you remember in 2013 when Rayo won the possession battle against Barcelona, the first team to do so for 5 years? That wasn't the case this time. Barcelona had 70% of possession, but it was 5 shots on target each, and with 4 minutes remaining, Rayo led Barcelona 2-1. Late goals though from Ousmane Dembélé and Luis Suárez turned it around, and Barcelona were able to win 3-2. Ernesto Valverde was worried at a point during this one. He said he saw the ghosts of Butarque appear again, referring to the loss they recently had at Leganés, but they won this time around. Speaking of Leganés, they hosted Atlético to get this weekend up and running, and they managed to get a 1-1 draw against Atlético, the 3rd time they've held Atlético to a draw since they got promoted to La Liga 3 years ago. For Atlético, more worrying is maybe that this was the 3rd time they've let a 1-0 lead slip this season. They also did it at Valencia, they also did it at Villarreal. The 1-0 is no longer a guarantee for Atlético. For Leganés, this is a 4th home game without a loss in a row. Mauricio Pellegrini was very happy about that afterwards. He said Butarque gives him confidence. His target now is to win away. They play Girona away next week.
Hey guys, Paco Polit here, reporting from a less sunny than usual Valencia and risking my life with youth football on the background. Days, as you can see, are getting much colder, nights are getting much longer, but Valencia themselves are not getting much better. In fact, things have gone south, definitely, for Marcelino's men after Saturday's defeat against Girona, 1-0 at home, as the Mestalla stands finally believed enough was enough and booed the team once the 90 minutes were over. Valencia shot 27 times, 9 of them on target, but Girona's keeper, Bono, who isn't the singer by the way, delivered a performance for the ages. So Pere Pons, taking advantage of a rude Condovia mistake, simply had to put it in the back of the net to grant his team the 3 points. Valencia might be, as I said earlier, in a full-fledged crisis, but it is true that Villarreal are not in a much better shape. In the Valencian derby against Levante, the 1-1 draw against the Granotas meant a point was saved by Villarreal in clutch time, thanks to a Predaza rocket strike in the 91st minute. Absolutely great goal by the left back. A very balanced game, by the way, where Levante scored the opening goal late in the second half thanks to an extraordinary Jose Campaña play and an unlucky Funes Mori own goal. Villarreal also have 11 points, the same as Valencia, and both coaches, Javi Calleja and Marcelino García Toral, are being heavily criticized for the performance to date of both their teams.
Hi guys, Alex Johnson here in the sunny north, where we again had a Basque derby over at Ipurua as Eibar took on Deportivo Alavés. 2 red cards, 3 goals and a last-minute winner. What more can you ask for? Fighting spirit and last-minute winners have been the key for Deportivo Alavés this season, but this time around it was Eibar who possessed both. Mendilibar said that the win was fair, and Manu Garcia said that the 2-1 victory for Eibar was well deserved, and it was. Over in San Sebastian, we had what beforehand looked like a very exciting match as Sevilla came to Anoeta, but if Eibar Alavés was action-packed, then Real Sociedad Sevilla was the complete opposite. It finished 0-0, and Pablo Machin said afterwards that the result reflected what we have seen on the pitch. So there you have it. Real Sociedad yet to win a single match at home this season, and Sevilla, who before couldn't stop scoring, have now not scored a single goal in 2 straight matches.
Well, what a game we had here at the Estadio Víctor Villamarín on Sunday night. It finished Real Betis 3, Celta Vigo 3. But we saw a very different Betis side this time around. They were more direct, they were quicker in transition. It's how they scored their first goal. Pau Lopez to Francis to Lo Celso to Loren, who scored. The second half, just totally crazy. Betis 2-0 up. Junior with a very smart finish, but then they fell asleep. Back came Celta. Maxi Gomez came on just after the hour. 2 minutes later, he scored with a glancing header. And then superb control and volley from Brais Mendes to make it 2-2. This is when pretty much everyone lost the plot. Yellow cards on the pitch, red cards in the dugout. Celta's Tony Mohamed sent to the stands. He'd been protesting about how Betis had been hiding the balls, but then at 2-2, well, why aren't you hiding them now? So that was enough for him to have an early bath. And then Maxi Gomez looked like he'd scored the winner for Celta in the 83rd minute, just touching home an Andrew Schulsager cross, but for an absolutely stunning free kick from Cedric Bernales in the 87th minute to make it 3-3. Even after that, Iago Aspas hit the bar from a dead ball situation, but 3 apiece the final score. The next 4 games for Betis are challenging. Milan at home in the Europa League, then Barça away, Villarreal away, and then Olympiacos at home once again in the Europa League. But the good news is, Bonkers Betis are back, and we sincerely hope that they're here to stay.
Huesca were so close to getting their first 3 points in La Liga at El Alcoraz, but Jorge Molina denied them that pleasure in the 91st minute with a fantastic individual goal. Huesca are improving a lot under Francisco, and proof of that is that they had 54% ball possession, 18 shots, 7 on target and 10 corners, so a lot of offensive football. Francisco after the game said that the hardest blow was not the goal, but not winning after such a fantastic game, whereas Bordalás said he was very happy with the point after they played their worst game this season. Next game for Huesca is against Alavés, so they badly need a victory because they are still last in the table.
So that's it for this rapid roundup. Hope you enjoyed it. We've taken you through the Friday, Saturday and Sunday action in La Liga on Matchday 11, but still plenty more to come from us this week. Don't forget our Twitter feed. We are at La Liga Lowdown. We'll take you through all of the big talking points in Spain's top division, and of course, all the big games, because the Champions League and the Europa League are back this week as well. Then there's our podcast, which is out each and every Tuesday. Check the links in the description to this video. If you're in North America, you can also subscribe to SiriusXM 157 and listen to us that way as well. There's our website, www.laligalowdown.com, for all of our content in one place. And on this YouTube channel, plenty more to come, including the pod on YouTube on Wednesday and Partidazo predictions on Friday. So make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, enable notifications, and have a great week. We'll see you soon.